Welcome, listeners, to the Lust for Life podcast, where you'll be joining a girl on her journey to discovering the depths of emotional intelligence. This is your host, Tennessee Reed. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had such a good week. I hope that it was filled with applying the concepts that we learned from our last podcast. And I'm really excited for today's episode. Today's episode is about being the best version of yourself and the blessings that come from that. For new listeners, I'll just recap my story here. Was just a few months ago, I just woke up one day and just decided I'm going to change my life. I need to be emotionally more present. And from there, I've just been working every day to be the best version of myself. And it hasn't been perfect, but I have definitely progressed and have developed this lust for life. And I've developed this passion for helping others do the same thing that I've done. And so many blessings have come from this. I've met so many amazing people because I've gotten out of my comfort zone and I've taken a chance on myself. I've attended conferences and I've reached out to some amazing, amazing people that I would never have done if I did not develop that passion and that emotional intelligence. And a short story, back in November, a mentor on social media put a giveaway out that she was giving away this ticket to this conference in Miami, this Women in Leadership conference. And these tickets are fairly hard to come by. And Sarah Blakely was speaking at this conference, a very successful business icon. She has just founded and still runs the Spanx company. And she is just as amazing as her company is. And I really, really, really wanted to go and see this conference with this mentor of mine. And I really wanted to win this giveaway. So I took a chance on myself and I messaged her a really sincere message about how I think I deserve this giveaway and how badly I really wanted to go. I told her about how I heard this phrase or this concept of the chances of winning the lottery are the equivalent of ripping up a phone book number, throwing it in the air, and your phone number landing right in your palm. I don't know if this is true or not, but the concept is that it's a very low chance. And my message to her was, just because it's a low chance doesn't mean there's no chance. And I'm taking a chance on myself and I'm betting on myself. And I really want to go to this conference with her. And she ended up giving me this ticket and it was amazing. I met the most amazing, amazing people. I have these dreams for me that I thought were big. I thought my dreams, when I tell them to people, they're always a little like stepping back, like, whoa. And I told these people at this conference and they were like, why don't you dream bigger? Like that didn't even faze them. And it was amazing how these group of people can get together and have so much passion for what they do and so much passion for life. And I was like, wow, these are my people. Like, I want to be around them all the time. No wonder they get together all the time. And no wonder they like share interactions and share energy because when they do, it's so uplifting and they get energy from it. I have met so many people, not only at that conference, but since I've started podcasting and getting out of my comfort zone, that would seriously not have happened if I did not get out of my comfort zone and give credit to myself and just go for it and ask people to be on my podcast and go for those opportunities, anything that comes up. And it's amazing when you become your best version of yourself, how these opportunities just flow into your life and you can't help but just take them. Just explore these different opportunities and explore different ways to improve yourself. And since I've started this podcast, I've actually offered to help others also start theirs. And I've helped a few people start their podcasts. And multiple people have told me, like, thank you so much. Like, this was seriously like a sign from God that I needed to start my podcast for you offering to help me. And it's so powerful for me to hear that because I would not have been in that position if I was not the best version of myself. And if I was not striving to be the best version of myself, I would not have been able to help them and given that opportunity to them. So it's an interesting thought that if you want to serve others, you have to be the best version of yourself. And just by being the best version of yourself, you're serving others because you're putting yourself in those positions that you wouldn't otherwise be in. You're putting yourself in those uncomfortable positions out of your comfort zone that you would not have done prior. So it's really interesting that by improving yourself, you're helping everyone around you. You're helping everyone around you be the best version of yourself by fixing the inside of yourself so that what you project is just absorbed by everyone around you. And over this this Christmas break, my husband and I went to an event and we, talked with people and got to know people. And after this event, I couldn't help but just like cry in the car after. I was devastated. I was devastated because in this event, I just felt this energy of like lost dreams from people. And it's horrible to think how many people do not go after their dreams because they're debilitated by fear. They're paralyzed by fear. And that's why I want to make this podcast, is because we all have fear, and that's okay. It's okay to have fear in the back seat, just not as long as it's in the driver's seat. We need to be in the driver's seat and we need to be in control. It's okay to acknowledge that fear is in the back seat. And that's normal and that's probably safe, but we can't let it control us. And it's truly sad how many people do not live their dreams and they only look forward to 5 p.m. and they only look forward to weekends. And that's why I'm making this podcast, is because why can't we be dreamers? Where in our life did we lose that? Where in our life did we lose the ambition and the drive and the just lust for life? Like I don't understand where we all lose this from. Is it from people telling us all of the negative things that come with dreams, or all the problems and all the complications? And I don't understand, because truly, if we put our minds to anything, we can do it. We just take one step forward at a time. And that's what fear is. It can be debilitating. And the way to get out of that fear is just to not care what other people think of you and to have respect for yourself and become your own cheerleader. Believe in yourself, because no matter how much other people tell you that you can do it, you're good enough, you have the talent, it can't change anything unless you truly believe it yourself. That's what I want this podcast to be about. I want this podcast to be a group and a community of dreamers and people with ambition, and a group that truly goes after what they want and just helps each other along the way and helps each other get over that fear. And it's okay to have that fear. And it's okay to ask for help. And we all have bad days. We all just sometimes have those days where it just isn't our day. But the beauty in that is we get to wake up every day to a new sunrise and a new opportunity. And we just cannot let fear keep us down for too long, because the longer it keeps us down, the likelihood of us getting back up goes down drastically. So get yourself back up. Find your backstops with that fear. Is it going outside? Is it going to the gym? Just find how you can cope with that fear and believe in yourself. When you begin to break out of your cycle of your life and the life that's not serving you, it's hard. It's hard because you feel really lonely, because the group that you're being around right now, your energy is matching them. And when you change your energy no longer is fitting into that group. And then you're starting to kind of evolve into this new energy, and you're trying to find that group that you fit into. And it can be really, really lonely. And because it's lonely, a lot of people fall back, and they fall back into their old ways and their old groups. And you just have to keep going and you're gonna find your people. And it makes me think of this quote that someone once told me. It was something along the lines of, you can determine where someone is going in life by the friends that they keep. So if you are staying around those people with that energy that is not matching your dreams, we can determine where you're going to go in life. And you have to change that energy, and you have to change to the energy that matches your dreams. And it can be lonely and it's hard, but that's why we have this podcast. And that's why we're doing this together. And we have each other, and it can be hard and it can be a really lonely road if you let it. So reach out to those people, and social media doesn't have to be a bad place. Social media is actually a really beautiful place. It's a place where you can connect with these individuals that match your energy, that match your dreams, and encourage you to go off and do your dreams and encourage you to be the best version of yourself. So there's ways to reach out to people. So don't do it alone, because it's really, really hard. You start to play mind games and your mind starts to sell you these lies, and it's hard to stay out of those habits that you built. It is lonely when you start to change the energy, but you will find your people. You will find your people. Just keep going. Something that I found motivating this week, I just truly thought about multiple times, was a lot of people talk about the moment that they're going to meet God and how we're kind of going to sit down and we're going to see this movie of our life. Some people also say that God will point out different things in that movie and kind of depict those different things and evaluate us at that point. And it just makes me giggle a little bit, because I just envision myself going up to heaven and holding my hard drive with my PowerPoint of my life and having him sit down. And I'm going to put in my PowerPoint and I'm going to show him exactly what I did and give him a play-by-play, because I'm so proud of my life. And I gave it my all and I gave it my best shot. And it wasn't perfect, but I for sure did my best. And I have nothing left. And that is truly motivating for me, just to keep going and try my best and take as many people with me on this journey and create this community and create this community of love and support and encouragement and dream encouragers and this openness. I feel like we're so closed about our emotions so much, and it doesn't have to be that way. It's so empowering to be open to our emotions and open to opportunity. This world just kind of hides that. And I don't want it to be that way. And that's why I've made this podcast, is I just want to create this opportunity for those who want to change their energy and develop their emotional intelligence and become a dreamer and take their dream into action. And I hope you all can feel my passion through the microphone with that and feel my love and encouragement. And just know that I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, and I love you all. And these are my true, honest feelings. And if you ever feel like you're in that lonely space and you need somebody to talk to, I'm always available. So just shoot me a message and I'd be happy to encourage you and send you some encouragement your way. And I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. It would mean a lot to me if you could leave me a review. And I really am excited to see you all next week.